Hey everybody, welcome back. Just a few words really quick about the FUNKO Lottery or FUNKO Lottery Fiasco, because FUNKO has managed to once again make the majority of their fans angry with something that they did. So much so that people are complaining that they were better off with the system the way it was before, fighting with bots to get into the Funko shop or whatever. Because this lottery system, and do you know anybody who made it into the lottery system? Because what's the deal? Apparently they were hacked into or something.
Yeah, I read an article on I think yeah, it was on Monday, and the lottery pool or draw was supposed to be Monday, and you were supposed to get an email saying that you were chosen. I think it was Monday, whatever, but you were supposed to get a email on a certain day.
Confirmation.
Yes, and people were saying they never got the email, but then you had people on Twitter showing multiple letters, confirmation emails, and a handful of regular everyday people, onesie twosies. And it said it was only supposed to be 11,000 down the article I read. Um, so I don't know.
Which
You
is
got a better chance
very
winning the state
moderate,
lottery.
actually. And that a lot of people complained about this on social media, with no surprise there. Went after Funko on Twitter and Facebook and wherever else, like,
Yeah.
what the hell, Funko? And Funko's attitude about it, as usual, is like,
Yeah.
tough.
I mean, to their credit, they did try something.
Something new.
I don't know. They tried something, but I don't know.
But it's turned out
Really
to
nothing to
be,
say
for a
about it.
lot of people, a last straw
Yeah, that
with
was my last
Funko.
straw.
Well, there's a last straw with a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are saying now, and it remains to be seen, but a lot of people that are Funko collectors that are like, you know what, that was it. I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm freaking done dealing with you guys. And here's conspiracy theory time. I have to half wonder if they didn't do all of this on purpose. I've talked about this. Listen to me
All
here.
right.
I've talked about this several times before. Funko thrives on an artificial demand model. I brought this up several times. The whole system of Funko, everything that they've done since 2010, the chases, all of it, it's a system by which they create an artificial demand, a false demand for something, because it's exclusive, because it's a chase, because it's got a limited number, and everybody scrambles for it because it's limited, not because they want it, but because it's limited. And then when they have it, they don't care. And that's why you see these giant jumps in prices, and then these immediate dips almost right afterwards, like within a few weeks or a few months. Prices bottom out, like your Pennywise that you were trying to get that time.
Yeah.
And they thrive on this artificial demand model. They do it on purpose, and they know what they're
I
doing.
don't know, because even you said that they didn't come up with the chase model, and that's been going on since the 90s.
No, but they perfected it. Nobody does it like Funko. Nobody has that much going on so often. I mean, they produce a ton of stuff already, but nobody does it like that.
I mean, but you got like NECA and Mattel. They put things in Target and Walmart, and you know, NECA has that Ninja Turtle,
The
the
Target,
7 inch, no, the 7 inch that's only at GameStop. You know, so you got those things going on. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, you get more of a chance with that though. But
Yeah,
NECA doesn't put out like 5,000 things a year.
that's that's
With a
true.
chase line on every single one of them,
Yeah,
with store
that's true.
exclusives. So a set of 13 items, and 9 of them are exclusives at 9 different stores. Okay, that's an artificial
Okay,
demand
yeah,
model, getting you running all over the place, having to go aftermarket for it, and they don't care because they made their money. As soon as the
yeah,
store
that's true.
receives it, they've made their money. They don't care. And then when the store sells it, they don't care. I mean, they'll make some exclusions, like Hot Topic or whatever. Okay, limit of 2 per customer.
That's what they
So
say.
you and 5 of your buddies come in and buy 10. I mean, that's how it works sometimes. There's ways around that too.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I don't know. I just got back into Funko. But
yeah, because she was out for like 2 years,
yeah,
really.
I was, and I recently got back in because they came out with some stuff that I was interested in.
Your retro line and the new advertising icons like the McDonald's set and
Yeah,
things like that were
yeah.
intriguing.
But I got out before because of what we're talking about right now with all of these exclusives and running around all over the place. And then I just quit going out and would buy it online.
Yeah.
But you know, I
After
had
the melee
yeah.
slowed
Yeah,
down.
because if you wait on it, like he mentioned before, the Pennywise, I don't know
Yeah.
which one it was, but it was one of them that came out a couple of years ago, and it was selling for over
Yeah, it was
$200.
stupid.
And I was like, no. And then one day I was on, I want to say Amazon, and it was for 30.
Yeah,
And
it bottomed
yeah,
out.
and I got it. And back then I had a price limit. Like I wouldn't pay a certain price over a certain price for a Funko Pop. Now I still do, but that price is
Going down.
way lower.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's the same thing they're doing with these soda cans now too. This is the whole big
yeah,
new thing with the
yeah. The
soda
soda
cans. And they
cans.
say, okay, we'll put in a can. You can't tell what the chase is. And there's people buying these by the case, buying
Yeah,
cases and cases of these so they can find the chase. They don't want the other figures. So what's going to eventually happen? That's the bottom's going to fall out on that eventually. People are going to get sick of it.
yeah,
So, but again, that's that artificial demand model. Oh, they're selling tons of them. They're selling like hotcakes, but they only want that one figure, and then they've got dozens of other ones that nobody wants. And what's
yeah,
going to happen to those?
yeah. I mean, because you go into some stores, like in Target and in Walmart, you find exclusives there. It's the ones that nobody want.
Yeah,
But the shelves are full of them.
yeah, especially those 10-inch.
Yeah, Target got
Target's
like a
got,
hundred of
yeah, I
them.
know. Target's loaded with those. The novelty wore off.
Yeah,
It's a novelty. The novelty was there at first. They had the Groot. You could only get it at
yeah. Now the Groot
Target.
was very cute. I mean, I didn't
Yeah,
get
that
it.
was the first one, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. I think that was the first one. Um, you know, and then everything was 10-inch after that. It seemed like.
Yeah, Funko wore it out, but they're
I
still
had a
making them.
couple of them. I admit, but
Yeah, the
shoot, they take
Mickeys.
up a
Yeah,
yeah. And the Scrooge McDuck and the money.
you got that on sale.
I got that on clearance.
Yeah, you paid like less than half price for that thing.
Yeah, I think I paid like $12 for
Yeah,
that thing.
they were giving it away.
Yeah, they were. So
But I mean, that's how you end up with FYE with their clearance table, where they're selling like they'll have like buy 10 and get 8, or buy 8 get 10 free, or something like that. Some crazy thing. FYE's got these weird sales they do with their table, and it's always pops on it.
yeah, yeah, they do.
10 for $12. I something crazy.
You coming up with stuff now? You just making up stuff.
I'm equivocating.
Yeah, a lot. But
No, I don't remember how it goes, but I know
yeah, we haven't been in
I know it
FYE
was
in a minute.
something ridiculously cheap, but you had to buy like at least 10
I think it was
to do it.
3.
Yeah, buy 3 get 7 free or something.
Don't listen to him.
I'm trying to remember. I know it was
You're
like
not
crazy
trying.
cheap. Warren bought a ton of them, remember?
Yeah.
He had bags full of them. He paid nothing. But that's what ends up happening. And this has had a reflection on their stock, because New York Comic Con, right after New York Comic Con, historically speaking, not that they've been around that long,
Yeah.
but historically speaking, that's when their stock spikes. And then it slowly dips right through the holiday season. It didn't move this
Not
year.
this year.
It flatlined right across the same number. It did not move.
Well, the
Well, the whole virus thing,
yeah, the
of course,
fallout
has
had something to do with
slowed
that.
down sales, but it didn't slow it. I wouldn't think it would slow it down that much. You would have seen some kind of change,
Yeah.
and there wasn't one. And this might have
Yeah.
attributed to some of that. People just getting angry. And a lot of people always speculating about how, when is Funko going to topple? That comes up a lot, even from people who like Funko. Oh, I'm just waiting for it to drop off because they figure when it does, then they can buy all the ones that they couldn't afford
Yeah, because
before.
it is like 3 that I want.
Yeah,
And I'm
they
not
finished
trying
that Masters set.
I just need one
The
more.
Skeletor, right?
Yeah. Well,
From
2,
the
because
original.
Ram Man.
Oh yeah, Ramban. Never got that
Yeah.
one either.
And I want the Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner.
But and like you had brought up, that's something all across the adult collectors market. They all get their hooks in you.
Yeah.
For the adult collectors, stuff's getting more and more expensive all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Exclusives all over the place. You can't find them. Who was it? Analog Toys. We were watching a video
Yeah.
from Analog Toys. You can find him on YouTube. He's in Australia, and he says he was making the comparison with Hasbro. He was like, "This is one of the things that he paraphrasing a little bit here because I don't remember exactly how he put it. One of the things he doesn't like about how these companies do their distribution." He was showing in some store he was in the Profit Director Destro, or Pimp Daddy Destro, as they like to call it. That's all they had. He said, "This is the only Joe out here." And there were rows and rows of them filled up in there. And he was like, "Guys, if you need one, let me know. But over here, we got everything but." And of course, there's the Target exclusives. Forget it, unless it's
Yeah.
Roadblock. For some reason, nobody likes that one. But everything else, you can't find it. What's the deal with that? They do it on purpose, and that's Hasbro playing around with the artificial demand model. We'll flip this over here, and you won't be able to get it in the state. You'll be screaming for it in the States, but Australia will be jammed with them. But that's all. It's a game that some of these distributors play. But like I said, Funko, because they produce so much product, it never ends with them.
I don't know. It just seems like that's a bad business practice. Because it seems like you're pushing your
It'll catch up
toy
with you
audience
eventually.
away. And they're going to find something else. Somebody's going to come out with something else that's going to be, like, in their eyes better.
Yeah,
Or more
like
desirable.
the way the Super 7 does it, where they have a 30-day window, and it's like all the orders we get for it right here, and then we'll go for it, and we'll go ahead and run these off after 30 days, so you have a window of opportunity.
No, I'm talking about somebody
Oh.
else coming up with something
Something
similar.
similar.
Yeah, like Jada Metals, I thought was doing great for a while. Then it kind of fell
Yeah, people
off.
didn't really buy
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah, but they have some good figures. I got a few of them,
Mm-hmm.
and I like theirs better than Funko, and it was the same price.
Yeah,
Basically the same price, and you could find it everywhere.
yeah, you could find it, and that's really the problem, is making enough to satisfy the market, and that's why I mentioned Super 7, because you could do it pre-order style,
Yeah.
and then everybody who wants one will get one, and that way you don't have to worry about shelf warmers. But making exclusives all over the place, it's frustrating.
Yeah, and that reminds me when you said that Ghostbuster Plasma series, and it came out like last year, 2019, and it was you could only get it online from like Entertainment Earth and maybe a couple other stores.
Yeah.
And then they said, after that it'll be available in stores, and Walmart got 1 million of them.
Yeah, Walmart's got tons of them. They're not selling. Nobody's
Because
buying them.
everybody
Everybody who
that
wanted
wanted it,
already got it.
yeah, they bought it
That's right.
online. So
But you can reach a point with that artificial demand model where people don't want to deal with it anymore.
Yeah.
And Playmates is a good example of that. Playmates with the Star Trek figures, because they made over 400 action figures
Oh,
when
wow.
Playmates was doing Star Trek in the early to mid 90s-ish, until they did the 1703 series. Some of you might remember this. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before. They had this exclusive set. It was a chase, basically. And these figures, because the original Enterprise, NCC 1703, so there'll only be 1,703 of each of these particular figures. They already had an artificial demand model going anyway, because if you remember, all Playmates figures at that time had a number stamped on the bottom, a production number, in order of being produced: 10,001, 10,002, 10,003. And people were running around killing each other for the earlier numbers, paying premiums for it. Now they're worthless. You see them in the in the dollar bin at conventions right next to the 90 Star Wars figures and Kenner starting lineup. But when they did the 1703 series, that's when they blew it, because the diehard Star Trek fans who were really into that series were like, I can't get one. I just can't. I can't, completists, diehard completists. And the Playmates got so many complaints, they surrendered their license to Paramount Studios to avoid any more static from the Star Trek collecting community. And someone else eventually picked it up. But you can reach a saturation point, where collectors are so freaking tired of you that you've got to back off.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody keeps wondering. When is Funko going to hit the wall?
Well, I'm back at that wall.
A lot of people apparently are at this wall after the lottery.
Yeah, I'm back at the wall. I was there and I got,
Yeah.
I went around, but, I'm concentrating on other things now. And I got a lot of stuff on pre-order or back order, however you want to say.
And they even got me a little bit too, because when the McDonald's set came out, I was like, oh, I want that.
And that G.I. Joe set you got on pre-order.
Yeah, the G.I. Joes, even though I'm not going to be able to get the other ones. they have another like NYCC exclusive that I'm not going to find.
From Toy Tokyo, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to find that mess.
You don't know. Somebody might give it.
Nobody's going to give me anything.
Have you in mind. And
yeah, right.
Hey, Dave, you want this? You don't know.
Yeah, I'll polish my Halo and keep praying for that. Anyway.
Well.
And again, the issue, of course, is it's not that we have something against the Funko products.
No, because we buy them.
Just the way they do business is
but
frustrating.
I ain't buying them no more.
Back on the water wagon again.
Yeah.
You like Commando. At the end of Commando, this was the last time, and he was like, until the next time. There's no next time.
I never saw Commando.
You saw Commando. We saw it together.
Oh.
Arnold Schwarzenegger Commando. He kills like a whole island by himself.
That's like every Arnold
Ray Don Chong is in it.
Oh, that's when it was in the mall?
Yeah. He beats up the mall. And
but I remember seeing the
that's
movie.
That's a cool movie. It's fun to watch. It's silly, but it's fun to watch. But that's what he says. There will be no next time, and the colonel's like, until next time, sure, yeah. Anyways, anything else? I guess that's about it, guys. What do you think? Did that absolutely burn you? Did you get in the lottery? We'd like to hear from someone who actually managed to get into the lottery.
Real person.
An actual person, not somebody who had a computer program that did it. Are you fed up with that? Are you trying to get away from Funko? What are your thoughts about it? Let us know what you think in the comments section down below. Please do give the video a thumbs up if you get where we're coming from. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you knew all that good stuff. Check out some of the other videos. You might find something interesting. We hope you do. And what more can I say?
Nothing.
Thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon.